Welcome everyone. Welcome to the Alaska College and Career Virtual College Fair. We have some really great presentations for you this afternoon. You're going to get to hear from several different colleges within the University of Alaska Fairbanks. But before I turn it over to them, I do have a couple of housekeeping items for you. My name is Courtney. I'm going to be your facilitator this evening. But this is a webinar and your camera and your microphone are off, so our panelists cannot see or hear you, but they do know that you're going to have some questions, and certainly they want to make sure that your questions get answered. So at any point during the presentation, you have a question, feel free to use the Q&A feature at the bottom of the screen. Type out your question, and then if you want to also include the college within the University of Alaska Fairbanks that you think might be able to answer the question, go ahead so that they can answer that question thoroughly. Sign up for more sessions. This is a really fun way to learn and explore different colleges and universities. And so there are more sessions happening tomorrow. And this is being recorded this evening and will be available for playback at strivescan.com/Alaska. So now I'd like to turn it over to our first presenters. Take it away whenever you're ready.
Why, that would be me. All right, I'm going to go ahead and share my screen here. Hello, everyone. My name is Joe Alloway, and I am the academic advisor for the University of Alaska Fairbanks College of Engineering and Mines. I'm here today to really quick, and by quick I mean 5 minutes, tell you about engineering, what it is, what it isn't, where it can take you, and basically how awesome it is. So without further ado, let's head north to your future. All right, so University of Alaska Fairbanks. First up, worth asking, what do engineers do? Obviously, this is a rhetorical question, but nevertheless, this is a good question to think about. What do engineers actually do? We've all heard that term, but what does it actually mean? Well, everything, basically. An easy way to think about it is if it's not living, organic, or naturally occurring, it was engineered. So basically, we already live in an engineered world, but what does that mean? Well, let's get back to the question. What do engineers actually do? What is engineering? Engineering is the profession in which knowledge of the mathematical and natural sciences gained by study, experience, and practice is applied with judgment to develop ways to economically utilize the materials and forces of nature for the benefit of humankind. I'm sure everybody was waiting for a nice textbook definition of what engineering is, but basically taking the language of math, taking the observations of science, smushing them together, and that's how we get spear tips, and that's how we get to be the top species on the planet. That's engineering. That's how it works. So with that being said, what's the difference between engineering and science? Theodore von Karman says, scientists discover the world that exists, engineers create the world that never was. And if you don't know von Karman, I'm hurt, but that's okay. You know this one. Albert Einstein says, scientists investigate that which already is, engineers create that which has never been. That's basically it. So it is fundamentally different. So math is the language, science is the observation, engineering is the combination. We need all three. And if you're interested in engineering, now we can actually answer that first question. What do engineers do? Well, they apply math and science to benefit humankind. Already said that. Make a world of difference. In that, that's the job. The point of engineering is to do new things, to change things, to make new devices, new techniques, new processes. That's what it's all about. It's about being creative and changing things. Changing the world is the job. Small ways, big ways. Good stuff. Our creative problem solvers, I really like to emphasize the creativity portion of engineering because, again, if you want to make things different, you have to try new things. If you just keep doing the same thing forever, you're not really engineering. You're just kind of doing the same thing forever, and you're going to get the same result because that's how science works, right? Keep doing the same thing. Guess what? Help shape the future. I already talked a little bit about that. Provide services that are essential to our health, happiness, and safety. Drinkable water, electricity, roads, the internet. Bet you'd miss it if it was gone. And turn ideas into reality. And realistically, what more can you ask of a job than to be able to take the crazy that's in your head, make it real, and get paid for it? Not bad. So here at UAF, we have a brand new engineering building, only going to be 4 years old come January. The Engineering Learning and Innovation Facility. We offer 8 different undergraduate programs: civil engineering, computer science, electrical, geological, mechanical, mining, and petroleum, spanning a huge range, but you can basically break those down into your nearly universal fields of engineering: civil engineering and mechanical engineering, your resource and earth-focused fields of engineering, geological, mining, and petroleum, and your more technical innovation-focused fields of engineering, your computer science, computer engineering, and electrical engineering. It's a wide range, and a big thing that's great about our program is we're small. There's not a huge number of students. It's only an 11-to-1 student to faculty ratio. We do a lot of research. There's lots of opportunities to get involved, so check us out. Oh, pardon me. We also have aerospace. We are Land, Sea, and Space Grant, but the aerospace program is housed within the mechanical and is not its own full degree program yet. Stay tuned on that one. Salaries, it's important to note, engineers do make good money, and there is high demand for engineers, and this is dating back thousands of years, so I don't see why it would change in 4 years, but engineers are always in demand. And there's a lot of work to be done because it turns out we don't live in a perfect world and things could be improved and fixed, and you could be the person with that solution. And we have a high job placement rating for our graduates, usually in the high 90s for our students. And we have excellent student clubs and organizations. So with 10 seconds left, come check us out. And if you'd like to know more, this is what we're all about: hands-on learning, research, labs, internships, experience, and success. That's what we're all about, and my time is up. Thanks for your time and have a wonderful day. Oop.
Amy, I think
Let
you're
me
on
unmute
mute.
myself. Yes, thank you. So my name is Amy Brister. I'm with the Alaska Advantage program. So I'm with a program actually that's just a smidge before you head into college. So what the Alaska Advantage program is a program, it's a virtual middle college, if you want to look at it that way, for Alaska high school students to take college classes through the University of Alaska Fairbanks or the University of Alaska Southeast. And it allows you to get college classes while you're still in high school. So getting that, what we call dual credit, and allows you to kind of get a jump start on your college career. So the way the program works is we are able to provide students with a discounted price point if you belong to one of our partner school districts. And the price point is $165 per credit. So most classes are 3-credit classes, which means they're going to be $495. If you've taken classes through the university or your parents have, you'll know that right now a 3-credit class is around $900 to $950. So it's a significant savings to get you a jump start on your college classes and save a little bit of money on your way. We also allow students within the program to do early registration. We actually just started registration on Monday for all students, degree students. Normally students would have to wait until November 22nd, and we allow our Alaska Advantage students to register that 2 weeks early. We also allow our outgoing seniors to take advantage of the pricing in their summer semester. I offer college and career advising, so I'm happy to help students kind of put you on your path. If you're looking at like an engineering degree, like Joe was just talking about, you know, I can talk to you about making sure that you're taking those math classes, maybe those science classes. Through our eCampus, you will also have testing technology support, online learning support, so help with either Blackboard or Canvas or those other tools that we use for classes. There's also online tutoring support and help. So there's a math lab, there's a writing center. In order to get started, students can take a look at our website, which is, if you just Google Alaska Advantage, like me, when you're lazy, that will take you to our website. And there's some directions in there for new students and for current students. So if you've never taken a class before through the university, you'll follow those directions for new students. And then current students, there's a registration form located on our website. So the main question I get from high school students and parents is, what classes are we allowed to take? And the answer is you're allowed to take any class as long as you meet the prerequisite for it. So that means all courses are open for the most part for you. And we do have many, many high school students. We had 450 high school students taking classes this fall from all over Alaska, and many are fulfilling credits both on the college side and on the high school side. So Writing 111 is that first year writing class that everyone has to take. It's a great one to get started with. You can also take languages online, which is just always crazy to me that you can do your languages completely online. We have beginning drawing, a very popular class with the high school students, intro to creative writing, many, many social sciences to choose from that will also count as your general education requirements here at the University of Alaska Fairbanks. And it allows you to kind of expand your high school classes too, where you wouldn't be able to maybe get a psychology class from your high school. You could take it with us, or a justice class with us, so that you can try out some new career pathways if you're not sure what you want to do after high school. Math is a great way to get a jump start. Engineering, lots of math required. So it's a way for a high school student to jump ahead in their math if they're looking to do that. You can also take summer classes, and we do have many students taking summer classes. Biology, chemistry, physics, all of those are offered online, including those lab courses, that lab component that these courses have. So the one thing I always tell students is that they should connect with their school first if they're thinking about doing something like this. You'll want to make sure that the courses that you're taking are going to count on your high school side of things. And also, many schools actually have funding for their students to be able to take classes depending on what kind of school you're going to. If you're under 18, we'll definitely need that parent permission before you're allowed to register for classes. And then through the program, we do have what's called observers, and this will be somebody from your school that we will connect to your course for them to be able to have access. One thing to keep in mind is that textbooks and course costs are going to be extra, so something to be aware of. Textbooks at the university level can be quite costly, so just making sure that you've set aside enough money. And then sometimes there is additional course costs on a few classes. So another really popular question I get is, what time do I need to meet with my class? What days of the week? And the answer is you don't. All of our classes through the Alaska Advantage program are completely online. That means they are asynchronous. You don't have a meeting time. You don't have a meeting day. That doesn't mean, though, that you're not going to have some kind of schedule, mostly to keep you on track for that semester completion. And keep in mind that you are going to be taking classes with other college students, which may be something of a different experience in terms of concepts and content that you maybe haven't encountered before with high school classes. College classes are also fast. And so mentioning the math thing, normally math for you would be taken over the course of an entire year. Through the university, you're going to complete Calculus 1 as an example. You'll complete that over the course of a semester. So it goes very fast, which allows you to complete things a little bit faster, but it can be feeling a little bit fast sometimes. And you also want to make sure that you spend enough time on your classes, so setting aside enough time to get that studying done. Like I mentioned, spring registration actually just opened. I do encourage students to enroll in classes before the holiday break. We do close for 2 weeks, which means no one is here. And so it just really is a good idea to get yourself in your spot for your class if you're interested. Feel free to connect with me. I'm happy to help answer any questions. We also have summer registration and fall registration dates available up there as well. But I'm happy to set an appointment with anyone if they would like to have more information. And there's my contact information. And so I am going to pass it over to Kathy Nava.
Oops. I'm Kathy Nava. I'm with the College of Liberal Arts. Am I sharing my screen? Sorry. Okay, well, I had it lined up. Are you able to see my screen?
Yes.
Yes.
Great. Well, it's not great, but thank you. So I'm Kathy. I'm with the College of Liberal Arts, and I'd like to talk to you about the liberal arts. But first of all, what are the liberal arts? You know, that's a really good question. It's one that I get fairly regularly. And the answer is pretty nebulous. The liberal arts are basically not based in math and science. The liberal arts are based in cultures. The arts, humanities, and social sciences study cultural traditions around the world, while the natural sciences explore the world that we live in with chemistry, biology, geology, physics, and physics. The social sciences study how we live and interact with each other, both as individuals and as groups. So the natural sciences can tell you how to clone a dinosaur, but humanities will tell you why that's probably not a very good idea. The liberal arts include humanities, arts, and social sciences. So the social sciences would be things like anthropology, history, political science, psychology, and of course, sociology. The arts will include film and theater and music, and the humanities include languages and culture. Many of these subject areas are so intertwined, they're just about inseparable. Think of the connections between political science, history, and geography, or how creative expression quite often involves elements of color and movement and music. Sorry. So 75% of your general ed requirements are in the liberal arts. For example, here's your social sciences. I think I skipped the group for the arts and humanities. And these are all subject areas that will fulfill your general ed requirements. So if you haven't decided on your major or your minor, you can take the intro to just about anything to investigate that subject area. And even if you don't choose that for a possible major or minor, you're still fulfilling some of your general ed requirements while you explore your interests. So we have 16 majors within the College of Liberal Arts and 25 different minors. With the Bachelor of Arts degree, you choose your major focus of interest, but you also choose a minor, which can be in a related area or something completely different. So the combinations between your majors and your minors is pretty much endless, because your minors don't even have to be within the liberal arts. They can be in a completely different area. So what about scholarships? CLA has over 100 scholarships with several scholarships in each of our different departments. So no matter what your major is, we will have scholarship opportunities for you. And what about research and internships? There are lots and lots of opportunities to join in on research projects. And students have said that doing research has been such a valuable experience because they learn more and they comprehend better when they're doing hands-on projects like that. So you'll have limitless opportunities for research and or internship opportunities. And of course, internships will give you practical experience, and they also lead to job opportunities. So what is the value of a liberal arts degree? While many of your peers will be highly trained in specific fields, your liberal arts degree will make you flexible and versatile in a quickly changing environment. You'll be skilled in areas most sought out by employers. You'll be a good communicator. They look for analytical and creative thinkers who can find creative solutions to get the job done. So your liberal arts degree doesn't just give you a career, it gives you a life. But unfortunately, it really won't help much when the zombie apocalypse comes down. Thank you. That's the College of Liberal Arts, and I do want to thank you all for joining us.
Hi, my name is Krista Sinek. I'm with the UAF School of Education, and I'm going to be talking to you guys today about some of our undergraduate programs. My colleague, Colleen Nangayak, is going to be here to help me answer questions later on, so if you see something from her, feel free to say hi. So welcome to the UAF School of Education. You might be wondering why become a teacher right now. Teaching is a stable, necessary position in any city or town that you go to. And right now, Alaskan schools are looking for Alaskan educators, those specifically educated in Alaska, like at programs that UAF offers. The reason is that our students are uniquely qualified to work with Alaska's diverse populations, and we have special teaching methods that help us create culturally responsive teachers. We have two undergraduate majors that lead to two really different certifications, so pay close attention. If you're interested in working with young children, kindergarten through 8th grade, you're looking at an elementary education bachelor's, known as the BAE. That's kindergarten through 8th grade, but most elementary teachers work with kindergarten through 6th grade. To teach 7th and 8th, you need an additional endorsement. If you're interested in working with high school students, that age group is 7th grade through 12th grade, and you must have an additional content area. A content area for UAF includes options such as art, biology, economics, English, French, German, political science, history, mathematics, and Spanish. You might have noticed that there's an overlap for middle school. If you're interested in teaching middle school, I highly recommend that you contact one of our fabulous advisors to talk about your options and what you might be wanting to do and what areas you might want to teach in. It varies on what we would suggest. So really you have two options, BAE and Basque, but both of them run about 121 credits. So they're really large majors. It's good to know which path you're going to start with before you begin. And the reason is that the BAE, the Bachelors of Arts in Elementary, requires some really specific classes, even starting as early as your general education requirements, so your freshman year. And you'll want to meet with an advisor to make sure that you're on the right pathway to finish in the 4 years that we believe that you should be able to finish this. The Basque for secondary, though, is a little bit tighter. You also have that content area major to complete, as well as your secondary education pieces. And so you'll want to expect more along the lines of 5 years for that degree. It is very large and very content driven, which can be really exciting if you're into sciences or math or English. We have some specialized programs as well. The Alaska Indigenous Teacher Corps is housed at the UAF School of Education. Alaska Natives make up 20% of our state's enrollment in grades K through 12, but only 5% of all of our teachers in the state. So the Alaska Indigenous Teacher Corps works to recruit and support our Alaska Native pre-service teachers at UAF as they work towards their degrees. More high school students in rural communities are able to begin working on their degrees through dual credit options. The Rural Alaska Honors Institute has a Teach Track partnering with the Alaska Indigenous Teacher Corps, and connecting goals to support our Alaska Native students and rural students in their communities. The Alaska Indigenous Teacher Corps works to incorporate traditional and local knowledge into their programs. This is a really great program for becoming a teacher at UAF. All of our programs have small class sizes for you to get to know your instructors and for them to get to know you. You have hands-on experience, and our classes have culturally responsive teaching methods embedded in them. So you'll be prepared to work with that diverse population in Alaska. The next greatest thing about it is that we are CAPE accredited. That's a really high accreditation. And you can complete your degrees from anywhere in Alaska. So if you live in the South Central region, such as Anchorage or Mat-Su, or if you live out in a rural community, you do not need to move to Fairbanks to complete our courses. We do have some field work in many of our classes. That means that you go into real K-12 classrooms and you start working with real teachers very early on in your education. And they start with approximately 15 to 20 hours per class per semester. In the last year of your degree, you begin working on a full year internship where you do your student teaching, and you get to see a classroom from start to finish with your mentor teacher. That really sets you up for success in your first year of teaching. That's not something many programs have. So if you're interested in starting that first year on the right foot, this is a great program to begin with. We also have advisors here to guide you for the entire process. We do use mandatory advising, but it also means that an advisor will check in with you frequently to check that you are on the right track, that you're feeling supported, that you have resources available to you, and that you are feeling confident in your career path. I just want to say thanks again for attending our presentation, and I really appreciate it.
Hi, everyone. My name is Tara Knight, and I am the advisor and recruiting coordinator for the UAF College of Business and Security Management. And today I'm going to talk very quickly about the 5 bachelor's degree programs that we offer in the College of Business and Security Management. But first, why the College of Business and Security Management? One of the highlights to our program is that we are accredited through the Association to Advance Collegiate Schools of Business, which is the highest level of accreditation that a school of business or college of business can achieve. Only 1.5% of institutions worldwide have achieved that level of accreditation. So it looks really great to prospective employers. And it also means that you're going to get an excellent education. Another highlight is that all of our programs can be completed entirely online. So that just offers students flexibility. Even if you come to the Fairbanks campus, a lot of students choose to take at least some classes online so that they have a little bit more availability in their schedule. We also are a very affordable program. All programs online through UAF eCampus actually receive the in-state tuition rate. So if you are a non-resident, then you can get that resident tuition rate by taking eCampus courses. There's also a number of experiential learning opportunities in the College of Business and Security Management, and that's really what we focus on. So when students graduate, they should be prepared to go straight into the professional world just a number of a number of experiential opportunities that they've had. So for instance, a lot of our students have to take a class called Business Continuity and Crisis Management. And so in that class, students are actually writing a business continuity plan for local businesses. So, business plans in cases of public health concerns like COVID. We also have a number of student-supported organizations that are supported by the College of Business and Security Management. So we have 7 student organizations, and students have a lot of opportunities to travel to conferences through those organizations and just to get further networking opportunities and experiential learning opportunities through them. So the first program that I'm going to talk about today is the Bachelor of Applied Management. This is a great program for anybody who's interested in getting also getting like a certificate in like welding or getting a culinary arts associate's degree, because the course, there's actually 18 to 30 credits of technical coursework that this major requires. So it's a business degree, but it also allows you to explore other interests. We also offer our Bachelor of Business Administration and Accounting. One of the highlights to this program is that we have a 100% job placement rate because everyone needs an accountant. So it's a very versatile degree, and it's great if you're interested in preparing financial statements and working basically for any industry, if you're interested in that kind of mobility for your career. It also has a great starting salary, which is usually around $65,000 a year. Our Bachelor of Business Administration degree is also a great program for anyone who's interested in just going into the business sector. We offer a concentration within this program. So students get to choose from general business, marketing, finance, sport management, and leadership. There's a lot of opportunities for active and experiential learning in this program. One of the classes that we offer under our finance concentration that also accounting majors can take is our student investment fund class. And that's a class where students are actually actively managing a $2.1 million stock portfolio. So there's just a lot of really great opportunities to get some hands-on experience through that class. We also offer a Bachelor of Security and Emergency Management degree. This is a really exciting degree, and it's great for anyone who's interested in going into the emergency management sector. So that could be going into FEMA, going into cybersecurity, going into the fire service, law enforcement. This is also a top rated program in the nation, and depending on the reviewing authority, we're usually within the top 10 schools in the nation. Within this program, students also get to choose a concentration. And so those concentrations include public health, management, cybersecurity, law enforcement, fire administration, emergency management, and homeland security. And then the last program that I'm going to talk about today is our Bachelor of Sport and Recreation Business program. This program is really great for anyone who's interested in going into the professional sport industry or working in recreation in the state of Alaska. Within this degree program, we also offer concentrations. So students would choose either the sport management concentration or the recreation management concentration. And so far within this program, we have a 100% career placement with all recent graduates working in their desired field. Sorry, that was my timer, but I just wanted to briefly go over how much we really emphasize experiential learning. We have the Arctic Innovation Competition. Students help local businesses with marketing events, and then students also get lots of opportunities to travel to conferences in the lower 48. Thanks so much for joining today, and I hope you have a great day.
Hello, I'm Kyle Rivera, and I'm the recruitment coordinator and first-year advisor for the College of Fisheries and Ocean Sciences. And I'm probably going to skip a couple slides just so I can make sure everybody else can get in and present their thing. But I'm going to go ahead and share with you our bachelor's degree programs. And I'll show you this little welcome screen. These are all pictures of our students out either doing research or doing field work or even something for a class. And that bottom right picture, I believe, is from our scientific diving course. So if that's something you're really interested in, you're interested in being outside in general, CFOS may be the place for you. And I apologize, I have to skip that slide so we can get into this one. But we offer two bachelor's degrees, a Bachelor of Science in Fisheries and Marine Sciences, and then a Bachelor of Arts in Fisheries. The Bachelor of Arts in Fisheries and Marine Sciences has 4 concentrations: fisheries, marine biology, oceanography, and then we call it a no concentration. But essentially what the no concentration is it allows you, let's say you have multiple interests, whether they be in fisheries, marine biology, or even all 3, then you can mold those classes together and create essentially kind of the specific degree you're looking for. And our BS and FMS, as we like to call it for short, is really focused on the research side of things. So if you're really interested in going out in the field and learning more about whether it be fish or the ocean or the ecology of the ocean, or maybe seals, all kinds of different things, then this may be the program for you. But if you're not really into that, but you're still interested in the field of fisheries, our Bachelor of Arts may be for you. So our Bachelor of Arts has 2 concentrations: rural and community development, and then fisheries, business, and social science. So if you're not really interested in that, like I said, that research side, but let's say you're interested in commercial fishing or fisheries policy or anything kind of that's related to fisheries that isn't that research side of things, then that may be the program for you. The rural and community development concentration can actually be done anywhere in Alaska. So whether you're in Anchorage or Fairbanks or in a rural community or wherever, you can take it from a distance. And we're actually working on getting the rest of our program, both our bachelor's degrees, totally online. And I think we're honestly just a few classes short. So that's something that'll be coming in the future. Both of our bachelor's degrees do require internships. The nice thing is we usually have more internships available than we have students. So we'll have like Alaska Fish and Game and other different groups like that come to us, literally just asking for our students, but you don't necessarily have to go there. We have students that go down, we have at least one student that goes down to Florida every year and they do an internship with sharks. I mean, you can go international. There's a lot of different places you can go, and we help you with that process as much as you want. And we'll go ahead and click through here. We do offer a minor in fisheries and a minor in marine sciences. So, if you don't want to commit to a full degree, but you still have a little bit of interest, you can still get a minor with us and get some of that back end experience. And then just a little bit on careers. I mean, this is just 12 careers I happen to pick. There are so many more. And not all of them do you necessarily can you walk out with our degree and say, oh, I can now be a marine veterinarian. Obviously, you'd probably have to go to vet school for that, but we set you up on that path at the least. This is my contact info. So if you have your phone out or anything, and you just want to take a picture, you want to reach out to me later, so we can have an extended conversation. I'm available by phone, Zoom, email, whatever you need, so we can chat. But yeah, I'll go ahead and cut it there so we can fit everybody else in. Thank you all.
Thanks so much, Kyle. I appreciate that. I'm Becky Phillips. I'm the academic advisor at CTC's Community and Technical College. And I just realized that probably when I was in such a hurry to share the screen that I didn't click I'm getting ready to show just a really quick video. And it will kind of feature our students in action. We have over 40 programs. So I'm certainly not going to be able to go through them, but this little video clip will kind of let you see what we've got going on here. And then I do have like one slide that I want to share with you, and then I'm going to get out of the way so Amy can have her time too. So I'm going to go ahead and share this again and start this video.
There is much to be discovered here. An entirely new life. A bright world. A powerful new future. Success. For some, this success is the excitement of stepping out into a new career, entering a new field, rising to new heights. For others, it's the joy of discovery, the excitement of encountering something new, overcoming fears, the achievement of taking the first step to change your life for the better. At UAF Community and Technical College, you will discover more than you ever imagined, see the world with new eyes, achieve more than you thought possible. You'll learn through hands-on experience with industry-leading technologies, be guided by true masters with decades of real-world experience. This is a place where you will be pushed, encouraged, and inspired. You will be surrounded by dedication, expertise, wisdom, and caring. You will grow in knowledge and confidence until what at first seemed impossible soon becomes second nature. Until that day, not far off, when you step out these doors with confidence, truly prepared for the next chapter in your life, ready to turn the page to a future with so many possibilities. This is your journey. Unique, personal, and life-changing. Whatever your dream, wherever you are at in life, here, you will make it a reality.
And then quickly, I'm just going to show you a list of our degrees. As I said, there are over 40, so I definitely won't go through these. I'm just going to take one more minute because I want Amy to have her time. Let's see, that doesn't look like it's working. Okay. Can you see the list of degrees? I think my
Yes.
sharing. Oh, cool. Excellent. All right. So that's a list of our 40 degrees. And as you see over here to the right, there's our phone number and our email address, which is uaf-ctc@alaska.edu. You can also go onto our webpage and it will show you, you can get details on how many classes and you know how long it will take to accomplish these degrees. We do have several degrees that you can go through them in one semester and go right into the workforce. Those include phlebotomy, nurse aid, medical billing, medical coding, and then we also have our firefighting academy. So I encourage you to take a look at ctc.uaf.edu and give us a call at 455-2800 if you'd like to talk about any of those degrees. And we look forward to talking to you a little bit more. Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much. And I guess I get to round out our schools and colleges for the day. My name is Amy Wald. I'm with the College of Natural Sciences and Mathematics. Here's a list of the bachelor's degrees that we offer through the College of Natural Sciences and Mathematics. We offer quite a few other degrees as far as master's and PhDs also. So I kind of take everything else that Joe and Kyle haven't already talked about, and we throw them into the College of Natural Sciences and Mathematics. We are part of the Gen Eds, like Kathy had talked about with the CLA classes, so the general education requirements, because of the math and sciences that are also required. And then we also pull in, as Krista had talked about earlier with the School of Education, secondary education, we help round out some of those degrees with your content area specific majors. So biology, math, chemistry, all of those are wrapped up into the College of Natural Sciences and Mathematics. And so we offer 7 different majors. We have majors in biological sciences, biochemistry, or chemistry and biochemistry, geosciences, mathematics and statistics, natural resources and environment, physics, and wildlife biology. And in each of these, there is going to be concentration areas that you can go into. So within biological sciences, we have concentrations in biomedical. So if you wanted to go on to any of the pre-professional programs like MD, OD, PT, PA, OT, DO, and some of you may know are like, what are all of those acronyms? So doctor, physician assistant, physical therapy, occupational therapy, pre-vet, our veterinary medicine, we have you covered. We can get all of those prerequisite programs or prerequisite classes completed so you can go into those programs. Biochemistry, degree in chemistry if you want to go on to becoming a chemist or a pharmacist. Geosciences, we have programs in paleontology, geology, geospatial sciences, geophysics, math and statistics, natural resources and environment for those that want to get into environmental conservation. Physics, we have geophysics, or sorry, well, I said geophysics. We have atmospheric physics, applied physics, computational, technical management, which brings in classes from the the College of Business and School of Management. And I think I said that right now, I'm wrong, sorry, Tara. And then wildlife biology, which will bring in the conservation and wildlife biology side of things. So there are so many programs that you can get involved in. We also have clubs and organizations like all the other groups do. And I think I am almost at my time. So please let us know if you have any questions. All the contact information is there for the College of Natural Sciences and Mathematics. And I look forward to hearing from you if you have any questions. Thank you.
Wow, you guys had an excellent presentation this afternoon. I'm sure that those that are interested will take advantage of your contact information that you shared in the chat. As you close out tonight, there'll be a quick 5-question survey. We hope that you'll provide us with some feedback for this evening. Sign up for more sessions. There's a bunch of panels happening tomorrow that will be just as informative as this presentation tonight. And the recordings will be available at strivescan.com/Alaska. Thanks everyone, and best of luck with your college search. Bye-bye.